Hello and welcome to Books and Beyond. I'm Jimmy Bennett, I'm your host, and I am very excited about today's show. But before I get to my special guest, I want to just talk about a couple of things. One is I am an author myself. I have 3 books out in the William Gillette series. I'm very excited because I had a short story accepted in the Sherlock Holmes Mystery Magazine. That'll be coming up, and I'll give you more details on that. And I think I'm going to have a new book out in a couple of weeks. We're in the middle of editing and finishing up the book cover, but hopefully it'll be up on Amazon, and hopefully I'll have a few in my hand before Christmas. But enough about me. As I said, one other thing I did want to mention was I belong to an organization called CAPA, the Connecticut Authors and Publishers Association. This is a group of writers, publishers, editors, agents, anybody who has anything to do with the written word. We meet every once a month on the third Monday of the month. We are doing a Zoom now during the pandemic. Hopefully we'll get back into meet space shortly. But if you go to the Southeastern Connecticut CAPA page on Facebook, you can get the time and the link, and I hope you join us and see what we're all about. But enough of that. Let me get to my special guest today, Iris Gow. Now, I got to just tell you a quick little story about how I met Iris. I was out for a few weeks this summer, and 2.5 weeks, and when I came back, there was a new person working in the kitchen. It was Iris. And I was very impressed with her work ethic and her ability. She was doing a great job. And I turned to her one day, I think it was maybe the second day we worked together, and I said, "Gee, Iris, where did you work before this? You know your stuff." Yeah. And she said, "Well, I've never worked in a kitchen before." I was like, "What?" That was incredible. And then as we got talking a little more, Brian Yema, our boss, pointed to me. He said, "Well, Iris is a writer too." And I said, "You're kidding me." And it was like karma.
Yeah.
So anyways, Iris Gow, would you tell us a little about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Iris Gow. I'm from Vietnam, and I currently living in the U.S., and I have been here for like 2.5 years now.
Okay. And you're married, you got a young daughter.
Yeah, I'm married, and I have a little daughter. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about growing up in Vietnam and how you ended up here in America.
So actually, I didn't plan anything on living in America, but I met my husband like 7 or 8 years ago. He traveling in Vietnam, and we met up there, and we traveled together for like 2 months, and then he have to go back to America, but we maintained a long distance relationship for 3 years. Yeah, and in the third year that he finally proposed to me, and I say yes. It's a very easy yes for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's hard for me to leave family, and I have a kind of successful career in Vietnam, but I have to leave everything behind, and because I believe that this is my happiness.
Right.
So yeah, so I'm now in the U.S. and I'm very happy with whatever I have right here.
And you grew up in Ho Chi Minh City?
Yeah, I grew up in Ho Chi Minh City.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I spent 3 years living in Singapore after my high school. I think that the reason I can speak English is the time I live in Singapore. There is the time that I really learn my English and everything.
Well, it's impressive. I've seen you, and I've seen you write in English when your handwriting's way better than mine, more coherent. And is it in now? Where did you're a prolific writer. You have what, 6 books?
Yeah, I have 6 books.
And how did that start? How did you get into?
So the story is after high school, I went to Singapore to continue my study. And I live in an apartment with the owner, but he's a pilot. So he's not at home at all. I like rarely see him at home. And I didn't even have internet back then. So I don't have anything to entertain myself. So the only thing I can do at that point is writing. And I figured out that I can express the feeling pretty well by writing. So I continue writing a lot of things, but it's just for myself. And when I have the internet, like a few months later, then I put it in a 360, Yahoo 360 back then, the blog 360. And everyone is like it, but it's just like a small group of people. Until like I graduate from my school and I went back to Vietnam and got a job in WePro company, and I met a guy. He's a composer, an author also. He read all my stuff and say, "Wow, you're a good writer. Don't just waste it and collect it, and we can publish a book together." And I say, "Yeah, it's a good idea. We can publish a book." And after that, we published the first book. It's called Thương nhau để đó. It means you love someone, but you don't say it out loud because you worry you may lose that relationship. So you just keep it for yourself. And that book got very successful. And from there, that I continue publishing another 5 books.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just, and it was very, was that one of the more successful of your books?
Yeah.
You said some of your books have sold like hundreds of thousands of copies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's book, and the third book that I published all by myself is called Người yêu cũ có người yêu mới. A lot of people gonna know about it when they heard it. Yeah, that is the 2 books that is very successful.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, we have some pictures. If we could get some up on the screen. Now, where's this?
This is, I think this is my 4th or my 5th book. Book number 5, I think, is my press conference that me and Hamlet Chung is the guy next to me. He's smiling there. And actually, the woman next to him is the publisher, the one who helped me to publish the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and it's all my fan.
Wow. That's a nice turnout. I'm a little jealous. All right, I'm a lot jealous. Okay. And let's go to the next one, Frank.
This one, the book number 4. Yeah, it's a lot of people there. I miss them all. I miss that time so much. It was awesome.
So, is that how, I mean, I don't want to sound ignorant, but is that the way in like Vietnam when you do a book publishing, stuff like that, you have a press conference?
Not many people do it, but we as a young writer, when we write a book, we want to have the opportunity to sit down with our fans to like share about the book and also answer the questions or like some trouble they get in their life, and they really love like to meet you in person.
Right.
So yeah, we start doing it at like a second book or something, and people kind of get really excited about it. That's why we continue to do it for all our book. And more than that, Hamlet Chung, my partner, he's also a songwriter. So every single book we publish together, he's gonna have a song go along with the book also.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's make it very special.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have our book signings and book events.
Yeah.
Though I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever had a turnout like that. So, like I said, I'm a little jealous, but that's okay. You know. Now we have some more pictures of the titles of your books. So.
Yeah, this one is the third one. Ai rồi cũng khác. It means everyone will be different. Yeah.
And that's you just talk about the differences in people, or just why everybody is different, or?
Everybody will be different to like fit to their life, you know, and then they meet different people, they change. It's mean like you always change.
Right.
Yeah. You still you, but you change.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I like that concept. And next one.
This is the first one. This is the one of my the most successful book that we published. This is the first one. It's bring back a lot of memory to me that when we sit down and talk about a book, and actually the cover of the book is from Max Wing. Max Wing is one of the guy who worked with us in the company also. He a graphic designer.
Okay.
And he helped me to do a lot of cover for my books. Not this one, not only this one, but a lot of my book.
Right.
Yeah.
And what's this book about?
All my book is actually is a collections of all the short stories that I have like, for example, like I meet you in the kitchen. I met a lot of people in the kitchens, and the love of the cooking, I will write about it. I will write about everything around me, people that I meet, that I have good experience with them, or even bad experience with them. I just collect it, and then I build up to the story, the feeling that I feel about it.
Right.
So that's the reason why that a lot of people, they will feel exactly the same way with what I feel. That's why they like my book a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
they can identify with it, and they can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. I mean, I've never had that. You know, my stories are all. Well, the books I've written are mysteries. You know.
Yeah.
Murder, mayhem, crime. You know. But they're not deeply personal. You know.
Yeah, I understand.
I have trouble. Be honest with you, I have a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Writing personal. I don't know, for some reason there's that wall in me, just, you know.
Yeah.
Just, you know, every time I go to write something, I say, I don't want to tell anybody that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and so I kind of admire the fact that if you can take your emotions, you know, I mean, I guess I use some of my emotions and feelings, but I hide them in other people
Yeah,
and other
I
things,
understand.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I admire the fact that if you can do that, make it coherent and make people understand how you're feeling.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I really admire that. Next one, Frank?
This one is also one of my successful book also, the third book that Người yêu cũ có người yêu mới. It's mean the ex got an ex.
The ex got an ex.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's very successful. And also the cover, as I said, that it's from Max Wing also, the guy who worked with me.
And so this basically is just like a guide of how to deal with moving on, or?
I mean, it's like not one story. It's a lot of story inside the book. It's just like one of the story gonna talk mainly about the feeling when your ex got an ex. Even you already move on, you don't have any feeling with them anymore. But when you see they have someone new, your heart kind of like skip a bit, something like that, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I just want to like tell. I know that a lot of people have that feeling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just want to like share.
Sure. I
with
mean, I think almost everybody.
Yeah.
Almost everybody at one point in their life, you know,
Yeah.
run into their old girlfriend with a new boyfriend, and like,
Yeah.
I don't want to like him already. Okay, you know. So that's like I say, I admire that. I admire putting that into words. Next, is there one more, Frank? Yep.
Yeah, this one is. We were born not to be sad, because I think myself is a very positive person, and I believe in like positive energies. When you have the positive energies moving around, everything will go really well.
Right.
That's why I would love to like share all the the positive energy, just like the way I'm using Facebook. I never put some negative thing on there because I think that people already have a lot of trouble in their life, and I don't want to bring my own trouble in social media and share with people. So I just choose something like funny or happy or encourage them about like new things. Just like now I become a chef now. It's a totally like new thing to me that I never tried before. That's why I try so hard on it, and I want people to do the same thing also. Don't be afraid. Just like try new thing. You will surprised at how good you are if you try hard enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we talked about that earlier. We talked about your Facebook following, which is like huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of laugh because not laugh, but I mean, it's almost once again I'm jealous. But I mean, I've seen you post a picture of your daughter running across the yard, and you get 3,000 likes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's pretty incredible. You have a huge Facebook following.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I'm doing good about it. Actually, it's built up from year to years because when I was younger, I share about like studying overseas what you got, and then when I get older, then I share about how to like get a job, work, and blah blah blah. And after that, I share about how to get a right person for your life and get married, and then I share about how to become a mom. That's why I build up followings like many years. That's why I get.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I see. Yeah. I didn't know that you'd posted all that, given all that kind of advice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That I like the way it's neat the way you can, at the different stages in your life,
Yeah. Yeah.
move on and tell people about it and encourage people about it.
Yeah.
Part of what I like to do on this show is was talking to you earlier about it was. I have this little catchphrase called personify your aspirations,
Yeah.
which means make your dreams come true.
Yeah.
I think that everybody has a talent. I think everybody has a talent. They just
Yeah.
have to find it. They have to look for it. They
Yeah.
have to, and then when they find it, they have to work at it and develop it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you've done a lot of different things in your life.
Yeah.
You told me earlier you had a furniture store at one time.
Yeah, furniture store, and I have my studio. I'm a photographer, and I
Yep.
also have an Airbnb
Yep.
in Saigon. Yeah, I just try different things to see like what I good at, and I just want to prove that you just need to try hard enough. You
Right.
don't have to like. No one have experience at first. You just need to try and build up your experience, and then you can be good at it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you told me you worked in a entertainment company.
Yeah.
And what was that like?
After I graduate in Singapore, I got back to Vietnam. I have a chance to work with Wipro. It's an entertainment company, and this is where I start to know all about like a singer and all about like the showbiz life and stuff like that, and I really love it. And my boss back then was an awesome guy. He's an awesome guy. His name is Wang Hui. A lot of people know him. Yeah, he's kind of like my first teacher on a lot of stuff. And after that, I moved on to the next company, also entertainment company called Yan TV. And I worked there for a couple years. And after that, I really just move back and then do my own stuff.
What did you do in the studios? What did you do when you worked for them? Were you a writer?
Sorry, what?
Well, I said, what did you do? What was your job in the entertainment? Were you a writer?
Oh yeah, I'm a copywriter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I also it's a very random thing that I wrote song also. But
Yes.
yeah, I have a couple songs for a singer, and one of it get really popular.
Wow.
It's called Người dân ngược lối. It's very hard to translate. Don't
Yeah,
ask me to
but
translate.
yeah, but it became a pretty big hit in Vietnam, though, right?
Yeah, it's doing pretty good.
Wow, that's great. I just think that's. Now, you must still keep in touch with people in Vietnam, right?
Yeah, everyone.
Okay. Well, that's good. I
Yeah.
mean, and your books are still for sale over there and stuff.
Yeah,
And
still in the bookstore.
so, have you thought about? I mean, are you still writing?
Yeah, I'm still writing. I hope that the next time when I get back to Vietnam, I'm gonna publish my seventh one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you're going to publish it in Vietnam?
Yeah.
In Vietnamese?
In Vietnamese.
How about English? Have you thought about...
About English, I think that my English skill is not good enough for me to like translate on the feeling. Yeah, that's the
Right.
reason why I'm still struggling about it. Also with like the own book I republics that people ask that if I have like an English version for that,
Right.
which is I don't because that we try me and the publisher sit down with each other and we try to translate it, but it loses a lot of meaning. That's the reason why that we think it's not a good idea to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, I never really thought about that, but I guess, I guess in a lot of ways, I suppose a lot of words don't translate the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, English is such a weird language anyways. I mean, some words have 50, 60 different meanings. I don't know if it's like that in Vietnamese too, but it's how you say it or where you use it. And that kind.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably the same in Vietnamese.
Yeah.
So I can see where maybe that wouldn't translate out
Yeah.
into English as much.
Yeah.
And you still, but I mean, I think your English is fantastic. I mean,
Thank you. Yeah.
much better than some of the guys we work with. But, I could see where that might be trouble translating that in your mind into a feeling.
Yeah.
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 Because we had talked about this before. I remember asking you,
Yeah.
how you think, especially now because you have your daughter and you're teaching your daughter Vietnamese. Well, she's learned to talk, so she's learned to talk in English and she's
Yeah.
learned to talk in Vietnamese,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. That's great.
Yeah.
But remember, I talked to you. I said, well, what do you say when somebody cuts you off? What do you think? And you say you think in Vietnamese. You might say,
Yeah.
I don't know how.
I remember. Yeah.
I don't know any Vietnamese swear words. We don't need to do that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to, I don't have a second language, so it's hard for me to understand like how you think about certain things. Like when we're talking in English and stuff, obviously you're probably thinking in English.
Yeah.
You're translating it in your head and everything. You know.
Yeah.
But well, I tell you what, we could go on for hours and hours and hours, but we're getting toward the end of the show here.
Yeah.
And I would like you to take this opportunity to address your family, friends, and your fans in Vietnam and Vietnamese, because this show, not only does the show locally, you can find this show on YouTube, so anybody, anywhere, anytime in the world can see it. So go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, I would love to thank to James because that without him, I can be able to sit here and like express my feeling with everyone. So thank to Jim. The second one I want to thank to Brian, is my boss, that he gave me a very good chance to be able to work in the kitchens and like achieve my dream. And okay, now I'm gonna talk in Vietnamese.
Go ahead.
Ngày hôm nay thì Iris rất là vinh hạnh khi được ngồi đây ngày hôm nay. Thì Iris muốn chia sẻ cái tình cảm này đối với tất cả những người bạn, những fan hâm mộ của Iris, người hâm mộ Iris ở Việt Nam. Và đặc biệt là ba mẹ của Iris khi mà xem được cái chương trình này thì mong ba mẹ hãy cố gắng giữ gìn sức khỏe và hãy chờ đợi được đến ngày đoàn tụ của gia đình mình. Chỉ có vậy thôi. Cảm ơn ba mẹ rất là nhiều. And one more thing that I would love to say that every of my fan in the U.S. that can be able to support Jim book. he have like 3 books right here, and then because he's such a good guy, he's such an awesome one. He give me, and not only me, and a lot of people, the opportunity to like show what they have, show what they're talented at. So please support Jim also. Thank
well,
you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that very much, Iris. So that's good. Did you get to say what you wanted to say to your family and friends?
Yeah.
Did you tell your mom about your cooking?
Oh, and
Let her know.
mẹ cuối cùng thì mẹ cũng đã tin là con có thể nấu ăn được. Đây là cái bác làm ở chung cái chỗ bếp của con, và khi nào mà có cơ hội về Việt Nam là con sẽ nấu cho gia đình mình ăn nhé.
Yep. All right. You know what? And I just want to say, Mother, that she can cook. She's very, very good.
Yeah.
All right. She's a big asset to us in the kitchen, and we all love her very much. Okay?
Yep.
Well, I want to thank you so much for being on the show today.
Yeah.
I don't know, I hope maybe perhaps sometime in the future or whatever, maybe with all this new technology they have with translations and stuff, we could actually, because I would really love to be able to read your book, but
Yeah.
I'm way too old to learn Vietnamese at this point. But
Yep.
But I want to thank you so much for being on the show. You were wonderful. I just think it's just amazing how talented you are.
Yeah, thank you.
It's funny, it's just what I try to tell people, you personify your aspirations, and I just think it's incredible, the talent and stuff you have, that people wouldn't have known if we hadn't
Yeah,
got up here and told
yeah,
them.
I agree, yeah.
It's unbelievable, and and everything's good though. You're good. The daughter's good. Everybody's happy, and
Yeah.
So that's what really counts.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. This has been Books and Beyond with Jimmy Bennett and my special guest Iris Gao. Please tune in next time, and if you'd like the opportunity to be on the show, my email's right below my name. Feel free to drop me a line and let me know, and we'll try to set something up. Thanks a lot, and have a great day. Bye-bye.